Okay, so people keep asking me, should you short Tesla right now? And it is getting super, super duper close for me to get in on this and reverse this train back. And the more I'm looking at it, and yeah, it's looking really good. But I have to stick to my thesis. If it does not show me an A plus setup, I will not short Tesla because Tesla is extremely hard to short. Tesla has been known to wreck shorts. So what my setup is, if you might be asking, is do you physically see this penetrating or touching this ATR4, which is this top of my Keltner channel? It's customized to be extremely oversold or extremely overextended if it hits this red band. That's why it's colored red. But it's not just because of that hitting that. If you look at the time distance too, we have not hit this EMA 5 in a while. This is getting to be a very nice short opportunity. This candle right here is your last EMA 5 touch. I mean, you can see it gets close, but it has not touched any of these. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 daily candles. Now, 7 candles is long, not touching the EMA 5. Usually that's pretty freaking long, right? You can get something like this, but this is really what I'm looking for. Can you give me a pattern like this where, or we're way above this upper band where it's just easier to short because we know price has to be balanced. It has to. It can get out of balance, but it will come back into balance mode. And that's where this was an excellent opportunity to short Tesla right here. That was a 13% down move. And it was absolutely beautiful. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. If I get this big candle that just shoots up, I'm shorting Tesla. And how would I look to short it? I would buy the ETF of the inverse. There's a couple of them. TSLZ is a nice one. As you can see, if Tesla goes down, this goes down. This is a 2 times inverse, so Tesla went up, quite a bit. So this is going to be 2 times the loss. So this went down 8%. And it's the same thing, once Tesla goes down, then it'll go up. So that's how I'm looking at it. Do I want to play options? It's more riskier for sure. If you do options, you got to worry about theta. Maybe if you do, at least do a month out if you decide to do them. So that's what I'm seeing with here. I shorted Tesla many times, and I have, knock on wood, I have yet to lose on it doing this particular strategy, and it works for a lot of the bigger cap stocks. For example, you see right in here how it gets dangerous if you don't give this the time distance. Just because it hits this red band doesn't mean you short it. I shorted it up in here and made lots of money with this big fat red candle going down. And that's the kind of reversal candles. You're going to get the big reversal candles when it's up in these areas here, not when it's just consolidating up in here because this can get boring. So once price goes way up in here, you can see we haven't touched the CMA 5 for a very long time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't look to short till around 7 daily candles. You got to give it that 7. So on your 7th daily candle, you're up in here looking to short. Well, it's impossible to get to the absolute top, but look at this. We went down and so much more. We dropped 13%. And what I like to do, I like to buy at the end of the day. So for example, you see this candle right here. It goes up and up and up. I look to buy at the end of the day. So my short would be right here on this candle. Let's say it goes up some more. And then I'll be like, okay, I'll buy some more up, down and up in here, and you can see where I keep adding my positions. I don't just put one big position ad. So if we're looking at the current data here, if I'm looking to short, it's going to be if we break above this red band, we have a nice clear pierce, and it's got to be pretty obvious. So I would look to buy at the end of the day around 3:55 p.m. I'm in Eastern, and I would start accumulating there. And so it just hesitates because you don't want to. I know when price goes against you, you're like, oh, buy, 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 buy. It really helps me to just calm down because trust the theory. Where is price going to revert back to? Your EMA 5, 10, and 20. We know that. We know that's going to happen. That's a reversion to the mean. And we can also look at, well, when's the last time we touched this 20? Since 1104 of 20. So, we're at 1104, 1204. We're over 1 month. So anything that don't touch this EMA 20 in 2 months is considered long. And I can show you back test and back test of how this is true. You can see right in here, we don't touch the EMA 20 till this candle here to a T at 617. So, and then we come back and touch it. When it breaks through, that's counts as a touch. That was 724. So that was literally a month and a week. It doesn't have to be long. I'm just saying, if it don't touch in 2 months, that's very extreme. Price is going to rush to that. Look at this, to the buy side. We have this great area for buying. I'm going to be bullish on Tesla. Would I ever short Tesla when we hit an ATR4? It doesn't do that much. And then guess what happens? Price comes back to those EMAs. And since this EMA 50 is at the top, that means it's in a downtrend. That means it should keep going down and down and down till we start breaking this EMA 50 with this candle, and then you start seeing the EMA 20 at the bottom, and then the 50 starts, you see when you start rallying here, you see how those EMAs spread out? It's a very bullish signal. And that's really what's going to come down to. Would I want to buy Tesla way up in here just for it to come down to this EMA 20, which could drop easily 15%? And let's say it keeps dropping and it don't bounce on the EMA 20. I think it's going to bounce on the EMA 20 in my opinion. If I would look to buy, it's going to be on this EMA 20. This is my buy area. And then this was a more solid more buy. So you could buy here, but the only problem is this is so spread out. So, I mean, that's another 13% drop from this popular EMA 50, which is where it will probably most likely get respected. So, that's what I'm looking like for Tesla. Obviously, this is a very nice stock to hold long term. And I'm just saying, do not buy it up in here. This is, I mean, yes, it could go up some more. I'm not saying it can't, but I've seen many times where it gets close to this ATR4 on this Keltner channel and just drops, right? You can look all throughout the price history of Tesla. Everything is going to respect these EMAs. Right here, you can see you haven't touched it, 517. And then you see that was a long one. That one took about 2 months. And you can see also, too, where price gets really super duper close, but it will physically touch it. So nothing to worry about. And this is another thing where Tesla was extremely, where you just wanted to wait. You see how we're getting something like this kind of, well, we don't have the time distance, but you see how price comes here, goes up, touches it, comes up, touches this EMA 5, comes up, touches this EMA 5, and you can like make bank on those touches here. Since it touches this, you don't buy it right away. Even if it touches this red band, you don't short it. This is how you get out of, getting wrecked by Tesla, because it touched the EMA 5. So give it time distance. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we touch on the 5th daily candle. And then we get this big overextension, and then we touch the EMA 5. But you really want to see those big overextensions, because even if you did buy it on this day here, you still had that big overextension where it went down. If it goes up, you see how price is going to get bounced, even though it's still doing a staircase pattern, which you can make lots and lots of money doing those. I mean, these are pretty big moves down. If this was a 5% move just to this EMA 5. All right, so that's my analysis on Tesla. Everyone keeps asking me. It's not a short yet for my book. I'm not saying it can't go down from here. I think it very well could, but I mean, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 daily candles is pretty long, not touching that EMA 5. You can see right here, we get really super duper close. We had this down move coming in. Let's look at the 15-minute chart. We were trying to go down here. We're dropping right off this bell here, dropped about 1.5%. But this is good because it gives us more wiggle room to that EMA 5. You see how we're far above. I don't want to short it when we're like right here. The EMA 5's here. It's just not much meat to the potatoes there. So definitely on high alert. I'm going to trade the inverse, and I'll alert in the Discord when I decide to short this. But if you guys want to join the premium Discord, get access to real-time alerts, access to trading education, access to a community that gives high valuable success. This strategy alone has made me a full-time trader, and then I do also day trading that can show you a pretty cool strategy too. But if you want to join the Discord, hit the link down below in the YouTube comments below. It'll say join the premium Discord for my alerts and system. It'll take you to this free chat landing page right here where you can get connected. And this does not mean you're a member yet. All you have to do is hit day trade alerts, and you'll get access to my day trades and swing trades for only $12 a month. It's literally going to be the cheapest. I've compared every service out there. I paid hundreds and hundreds of dollars on services, thousands of dollars in a year on strategies that don't work. They just give you signals. But the difference about this is you're going to understand why you're confident. You're going to understand, like, why am I shorting Tesla? Yeah, I'm not just going to say, hey, trust me, right? You're going to understand, hey, we're overextended. Price has to revert to the mean. It's imbalance. We are way away from the EMA 5, way away from the EMA 20. We're due for those kind of touches. So it makes you, obviously I know it's impossible to catch the top. So that's why I have a nice accumulation strategy that if you watch my swing trading education videos, you'll understand how do I properly accumulate tops and bottoms. This is trading against the trend. Obviously, the trend is going up, and if we do go down to this EMA 20, then yes, I am a buyer. I will join the bulls. Just like you see these areas here, we have a massive uptrend here because we touched this upper band. That means it's a massive uptrend. So bouncing on this 10 makes sense. Bouncing on this 10 makes sense. But the more times you hit this 10, I think it's going to break this 10 and go to the 20. So I'm ready for the bounce to the 20. And that's really how I look to play these plays. You can see how perfectly algos do this. We start an uptrend, we come to the 20, come close to the 50, and we start bouncing. Price moves in ways. This is a great way to where keep trading simple. We look for areas that algos are watching. It's all about the algos. Where algos want to take this higher, that's fine. Let them take it higher. I will look to short Tesla, and we'll look to make some money off of it. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. If you guys want to join the Discord, do it on your computer. If you do subscribe to avoid that iOS fee, and if you are on Android, you will have to do it on your computer or just use your phone's browser because when you use the Android, it's having issues. But once you subscribe, you can use your Android just as fine, and you'll get alerted to your phone when I get in plays of swing trades and day trades. And like I said, guys, you'll be a part of a community for a low price cost where I spend hours on this looking for stuff. I even do live streams too, so you can see me trade in real time, which is, I think, is the most important, is transparency. So if you ever need anything, you'll see me live on a camera. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is my analysis on Tesla. I'll let you guys know when I decide to short this in the Discord. Peace out and happy trading.